instead of good old Schoolcraft. But this match is going to be super crazy. I haven't seen Lavish play in a while. I assume he's just as good as he's ever been. And I have seen Ksev, and he did really well at Frostbite.
Oh, yeah,
which is of note.
Yeah, he was one of the better placing players.
Yep.
Ksev had a really good run there.
Also, Ksev is extremely handsome.
Yes, he is. Goodness gracious.
Snake players, some about him, dude. Except Haxon. Haxon, if you're watching this, no. Sorry, bud. He didn't make the cut. Because he plays Samus, too, now.
Oh, that's true.
He picked up Samus.
Just like,
he immediately fell off that tier list.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ksev and Lavish, specifically Chrom versus Snake, is such a weird dynamic to me because normally the Snake game is, you break the wall of projectiles and all his traps and all that stuff. And then even his boxing options are fairly solid. Like, he's got the up tilt, his down tilt is insane, his F tilt and jabs. Everything about him is just still crazy. And so even if you play a rushdown game with Chrom, it's kind of like,
I think one of the biggest things is like those grenades, like you'll be able to pull those mid-string off and it'll just like interrupt your momentum entirely.
And as we saw in the first 10 seconds of the match, like 40 explosions, and now both players are at 70%.
Yeah, and in the case of like the trade game where you're like rushing down Snake, where you're trading like grenade explosions and you're both getting hit, you have to consider like which character is going to be heavier and which character is going to be able to kill easier.
Right.
It's Snake usually wins in both of those regards.
Yeah. Snake's confirms are a little bit weird. He's got all these edge guards and stuff. And wow, down smash. You can't roll behind that. He's going to donkey kick you behind him.
That was a pretty textbook setup, but sometimes like it's just set up so well you can't do anything about it.
Yep. Sometimes the good old bread and butters are all you need to take it home. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to, break your opponent's ankles. You just got to put in the work.
I really like. I mean, Ksev's just kind of
Ksev is playing neutral.
Yeah, he's playing neutral. But I mean, I do like what he's doing with the grenades, other than blowing himself up there. But like, he does a good job like timing them and cooking them well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
the
to make
timing mix-ups are awkward is probably the best word you could say, because the timing mix-ups when you're approaching, you already have so much to think about on. Really? Okay,
yeah,
that fair was nice.
Yeah, it was really good patience too, because a lot of times people just like go out there and swing when they like expect it, but Snake's not really gonna swing at you while he's like setting up his recovery. So.
It was that weird time where you're waiting for them to air dodge and they never do, so you just hit him, and then he never air dodges and he just dies. I think the other thing of note here, that grenade was almost cool, but he didn't get enough forward momentum. Chrom has a ton of airspeed, but it wasn't enough. I think for how frustrating and how difficult this looks for Chrom, I think Lavish is doing a fantastic job
honestly,
right now.
Like up until that grenade like interrupted the Aether, which was surprising. I feel like he was in a really good spot because he had like a lot of stage control. Ksev was just kind of trying to like weasel his way in with the grenades, but like he wasn't really getting anywhere. And now Lavish just evened this up entirely. And
the worst part about this is once Ksev gets a second of breathing room, he can start these grenade shenanigans, setting up C4. You can see the last 5 seconds have just been him, okay, what are you going to do next? Oh, no back air.
Yeah,
forward air is going to get the damage.
Yep, exactly.
A lot of the same old, nothing crazy. How this stock, wow, that turnaround up tilt.
Yeah, and the grenade is just kind of like covering that too.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a tricky recovery.
Something of note is, okay, up B, going to do a lot of damage. This is, I can't say it. Okay, there's the forward air.
And that time he just swung immediately.
Yeah, yep. That time he said, you know what, he's not going to air dodge, I'm just going to go for it. First time he didn't air dodge. Yeah. The retaliation from Ksev.
Yeah,
going to take that stock.
I've noticed Lavish has been like very careful about his spacing. Like not only just normally you have to be careful about that, but against Snake you don't want like the sword to hit the grenade in a way that is going to blow you up.
Like that right there.
Yeah, just like stuffing your face in along with the sword is just going to backfire.
And a lot of what Chrom's strengths are is, breaking that space and getting in, but a lot of people, think, Chrom is just some mashy guy, he's just pushing buttons, his jab and his down tilt are insane on shield. But when you add that kind of space, that up B, that's going to be a lot of percent. When you add that spacing into the factor, Chrom is so deadly because he plays right directly outside of your...
Yeah, and this matchup, like, a lot of damage is, like, getting added on, like, either way, no matter what, because Chrom is going to be hitting you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, the patience.
It's scary. Okay. All right. Oh my God. He's just holding shield. All right, Nikita.
Yeah.
Big question mark here. Oh, it hits a stage. I don't think it.
Oh, he got up into the up smash as it was landing.
Yeah. Maybe just hesitating on pulling the trigger, because the two things he could have done is just get up shield, try to get up, like, not get hit by the up smash, or maybe get up counter. Maybe he was looking to hit Ksev because Ksev was just standing there not doing anything.
Yeah,
so
I mean, like, you really you need to be confident in the timing there.
Yeah, I think the hesitation made him think about the get up counter too late. Who knows what's going through his head? I'm not a mind reader, but importantly, game number 1 going over to Ksev. And we're going to be hopping into game number 2. And weirdly enough, that was a longer set. It was like 4.5 minutes or so.
Yeah,
but it was just going and going and going and going. It felt like a very action-packed, very fast set.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of just like hitting each other in grenades. Like, really,
yeah, yep.
Just because this matchup is going to be Chrom getting in and just like trading grenade hits.
I feel like Chrom kind of does that in any matchup. So if you got a Chrom on your screen, it's gonna be a little more spicy.
Yeah, I mean, ideally Chrom like just like, you know, overwhelms you with momentum, but Snake is the ideal character to just like at least like trade momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, oh, he spaced that up here pretty well, and he still got hit by the explosion. That explosion hitbox very big.
Yeah, it's like also a matter of just trying not to hit the grenade if you can avoid it too.
And I think the very stark difference in this game too is game 1, Lavish wasn't catching a whole lot of grenades and using them against Ksev. And here, 30 seconds in the game, I've already seen Lavish catch 3 grenades and use them against him. So that is such a game changer in this match sometimes, is being able to use, you know, Snake's advantages against him. And
it can be hard to, though, sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially if the Snake has really good control over where he's putting them.
Yep.
Oh, just down tilts. Ended up down tilting the grenade.
Oh, he tried to get off the platform. Sticky platforms here in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, very frustrating to get off.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to get off, like, right underneath the Snake's up tilt.
Yep. Oh, good patience from Ksev there.
Oh, man, they're covering a lot of airtime.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, and that has, like, so little lag that he couldn't get the F smash after the roll on. Lavish. Oh my God, Lavish is swinging.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for this forward smash to finish the stock.
Oh my God. Oh, the grenade not interrupting that time, getting the armor.
Yeah,
that way he can power through it.
Yeah, I got the armor frames there.
I think he tried to Z catch that because that was a little bit of a weird air dodge. Oh, weight bounce. We're fancy. Lavish.
Oh,
looking cool.
Yeah, it hits the shield with a grenade. Up smash, out of shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't see that option every day.
No, you don't. Sometimes you just got to be aware when that dash attack is unsafe when it doesn't cross up like that.
Absolutely. Good spacing from Lavish. Got to compliment where it's earned. Oh my God, that landing up air.
Oh man, if
on
that
a crouching Snake. And yeah, if that platform wasn't there, it would have been set up a little bit of an easier edge guard. I want to say I feel like this stage is pretty good for Snake. It's so long, so much open space, and this is Lavish's counter pick, however, which is a little weird to me, but maybe he can bring it back. Maybe he knows something I don't. You know, he's here, he's playing, I'm commentating. Oh, that down tilt.
Sneaks in. This is his chance here.
Oh yeah, just spot dodge. Oh, he's throwing out the up tilt. I think that's such a. All right, up B, some cheers coming out. Ann Arbor gang supporting their homies.
Oh man, again hitting the shield with the grenade.
We've seen this situation so many times. There's so many grenade trades that both players are constantly at such a high percent.
Yeah, and just like there, like I feel like Lavish is looking for it when he can get it. Oh, that was unfortunate. Landing on stage. I think he wanted to catch him on the get up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that just like
his intangibility ran out so much sooner because he was at such a high percent that he was able to get that F tilt.
I was more surprised that the F tilt actually hit.
Yeah. Chrom is cool. Chrom is a cool guy. He's swinging his sword around. People die.
Yeah, he swings sword pretty good.
Whoa, hello? Taunt? Taunt to get body? Or taunt to body? Let's see.
Or just taunt to, you know, same old.
Do it again. Do it again. You're up there. What's he going to do? Approach you? Good Snake. And technically, he does have a 6% lead.
He does.
Lavish
he does.
Doesn't owe Ksev anything. He doesn't have to approach if he doesn't want to.
Nope.
I think maybe he's trying to fish for catching some grenades. Wait for Ksev to get lazy about how he's doing his setups and stuff.
I think that's the key there. Is like when you're trying to wait that long, you're waiting for the other player to either get impatient or lazy, like, as you said.
And a lot of the time, like if Ksev would have just chucked a grenade at him, got lazy or stagnant about how he was setting up his traps and stuff, it could have been bad. And now that Lavish has a little bit of a lead here. He is playing more aggressive. Oh, back to the platform. Just chilling. Chrom is fast, so, you know, you can.
When an opening presents itself, he can be there in time. Oh,
right.
wow. I think he intentionally blew up the grenade with that pummel. Put him in a really great spot there. If not intentionally, he at least capitalized.
Oh, the spot dodge up tilt. Not working off the Ksev there. Lavish with a little bit of a lead again. Playing patient, playing smart. This is how this. Oh, okay.
Okay, sliding forward tilt is going to finish it.
Pivot, cancel, F tilt. Crowd erupts. Says cool.
Cool. Cool sword, Chrom.
Pivot, cancel, F tilt on a lot of characters is actually very interesting on how it's changed, you know, how their burst options play out.
Yeah, definitely. I remember like when the game came out, I was like, oh my gosh, we can like dash out of tilt out of dash
and that was like the peak of it.
It kind of simmers and then like it like pops back up every now and then. And you see it like as a kill option on some characters like this. You see it on Bowser too.
Bowser, yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, that is something. That's something
neat.
It's something neat. And it's a very good option when it presents itself.
All that patience honestly paying off so much for Lavish there. That last probably I would say 45 seconds-ish was just pure, you know, who's going to crack first.
Yes.
Do not pick Ike.
Please, I like Ike.
Ike is cool, but I feel like Ike would not have as much fun in this matchup. I think Chrom's speed has done so much for Lavish here.
That's true. But at the same time, I feel like Ike might be able to capitalize more out of the grenade trades. Like when
maybe you're right. Get up to nair up air percent just in a couple seconds.
Yeah, honestly, you nair him and then the grenade launches you both up and you hit him with up air.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll be honest, I kind of miss Ike's helicopter nair, or his up air, his helicopter up air. But
I do too.
His new up air is much better, so you know, who am I to complain? Right. I feel like since Town and City traditionally, most people look at it, you know, it can be a flat stage and it is much longer than most. The 3 platforms kind of make it a lot more interesting. And we saw the first 30 seconds of that game was, you know, a lot of Lavish getting in and racking up damage.
Yeah. Lavish is missing a lot of these back airs after jab. I'm not sure if like he's just executing or just like going for the forward air in these situations. But back air center stage.
That back air will do it.
Yeah, clean up that stock afterwards.
Oh my god, all those trades, and that puts Ksev at 28% on his next stock.
Yeah, that can be a downside with Snake, is like if you're down a stock and you start playing the same kind of like grenade heavy play where you're getting hit by your own grenade a lot, that can be really bad because it just snowballs against you.
Yeah, and usually when you take the first stock, so many characters, so many top tiers specifically, have such a good way to rack up damage at 0%. Now that Lavish has taken the first stock and gotten past that 0% hurdle, spot dodge up tilt, he's going to take it.
All right, yeah, Ksev definitely needed that stock taken very quickly. Nice. Timing the get up so that the grenade will explode on it and cover him.
Oh, grenade, okay. Closing that one out, getting him back to stage nice and safely, covering his recovery options. And getting past that hurdle of 0%, you know, it makes it feel so much closer and so much more doable.
Right.
Oh,
missed timing.
He tried to get the throw armor. Oh, F tilt.
All right, yeah, Ksev is down here. He's going to have to find a way to rack up some damage without like taking too much because this is his last stock.
Oh my god.
Lavish, okay.
Getting rid of the grenade so he could extend his combo. Fantastic presence of mind.
If Lavish can get another setup like that near the ledge, I think he's kind of out of the percents for it. He could go for that suicide upbeat.
Oh, yeah. Snake, not really one to recover low, however, and so if you are a little too high, it can cause some problems.
All right, yeah, and this is
suicide.
This is exactly what Ksev does not want. Just a lot of damage being racked up against him. Half from his own grenades here.
Yeah, and we're seeing Lavish go back to that super patient playstyle, and that's exactly what you need to hold a lead like this, because there's so much that Snake can do to just shut down all of your momentum and shut down your entire lead, honestly.
Yeah. Ksev's doing his best here with the grenades to try to, like, just set up a wall and hit Lavish before, like, to create an opening, but it's just not.
Yeah,
Lavish is being too patient.
It feels like he's slowly inching this wall and these traps up and closer to Lavish, but Lavish is just holding with so much confidence. His center stage play is absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, he knows if he loses the stock, then, you know, it's not even, but, you know, that's his stock. This stock is a very big safety net for Lavish here.
Oh, another pivot cancel F tilt. And that's going to do it. Get him into top 8.
Yeah, from loser's side, Lavish makes it to top 8 with Chrom. Yeah, good stuff. Beating Ksev.